just putting on my layers here, getting ready to go outside because it's cold outside. But I want to have this conversation, and it's about Western society and society in general. If you are a heterosexual man, masculine man with a healthy level of testosterone, if you allow Western society to define your masculinity and your purpose, you will become nothing more than a disposable tampon, a walking zombie, a utility, a jellyback simp. Because 100% of the conversation is about everything else that benefits everything outside of you. And I can talk to you, I'll say, hey, guys need to do better. I'm about to go to the gym in a second, okay? Because they need to improve your health. Notice that's about you. It's not about me extracting anything from you. Or, guys need to go get their medical checkups every year. That's about you. Or guys need to invest a certain amount, especially for the young bucks. Get that first 100,000 working for you while you sleep. We get more into that. And when I tell young bucks not to be out here peacocking for chicken heads, because who like you gonna like you. Period. And nobody takes care of you like you. And when we have people like Scott Galloway and all these talking heads, or even these religious right conservatives telling men what they need to be for them, notice nothing in that conversation is about what you're supposed to be receiving in return for your sacrifices and your masculinity. Because the truth of the matter is they don't care about what you want. Even these women out here who say they want to be married. Okay, you guys want to be married, have a conversation with a peaceful life. What about marriage? Okay, we're going to contact the senators. We're going to contact all the congressmen. We're going to contact the local officials. We need to get these marriage laws. We need to take the money out of marriage. And all of a sudden they look at me with the deer in the headlights, because it's the laws that matter. Absolute power corrupts. And in this gynocracy that we live in, where women get the power of the social court of public opinion, the laws, unfavorable laws, of course they want to take these deals. And the women will come, well, some dudes don't have no money, they're broke, and they whatever else. Okay, well then, don't get married. You shouldn't want to get married to broke individuals that got no reason. Take the money out of it. Go have your covenant at the church. Solve majority of the marriage problems right there. And most of these women that are talking about marriage are shing you. And people ask me questions. I use words like chicken head. I said, what is a chicken head? Well, if you're transacting sex outside of marriage and getting pounded out by vigorously pounded out by mobile men, well, you're a chicken head. A chicken head could be a lawyer, a chicken head could be a doctor, a chicken head could be an engineer, a chicken head could be any of these things. Your status doesn't remove you from being a chicken head. The same way if you're a homemaker. Sometimes the pastor's a homemaker. Well, some of them are already hoes, so you can't really make a hoe that's already been hoed out and already went down the pathway of chicken heads. There's a well, peaceful life. Probably you're a homemaker. Well, look, at the end of the day, I'm going to plead the fifth for YouTube content creation purposes only. We're not going to go down that alleyway. That's a personal questions. Anyhow, moving right along. The point I'm trying to get to is this. If you think, as a man, that anybody out here is advocating for you, you're an absolute fool. Nobody's going to take care of you like you. And they'll tell you, well, Peaceful Life talks about this, he's anti-altruism, and he produces and brings Ayn Rand to the forefront and the objectivist mindset, because I don't want guys stuck in anything. I even look at the red pill, it's like going through a high school graduation. You graduate, you get your certificate, you move to an objectivist mindset, and you just start winning in the world using that red pill knowledge as a guide, but it's not something that you come back and, maybe once in a while you pass through, but it's not something you live in every day, eating it every day, eat red pill all day, every day, because now you're stuck and you're not going outside touching grass and you're not enjoying life for what it is. Women are more enjoyable when you understand female nature and you don't take them serious. I was like, there goes another goofy chicken head. Maybe I'll take a sample tonight or some shit like that. But your mind is not wrapped up in that loop because nobody's going to give a rat's ass about you if you're sitting around sad and miserable and depressed. And if you are, reach out to my brother, the kosher clinician. We'll get you out here living your life on your own terms. The problem is the men's mindset is stuck in the past, and men have egos. And when you live in the past, your mind has been programmed to think that women are sugar and nice and everything's spicy, and that you feel betrayed by the social contract that is violated, and you want this idea of mindset of you want people to like just genuinely love you for you and be traditional. All that shit is gone. Period. Get out of that mindset. It's about you and what you do for you and the outcomes that you're going to get based on the decisions that you make. Period. Period. And nobody's going to sit around and say, well, today I'm going to do what's right for you as a man. Hell with that. They're going to say, how can we make you useful to benefit our life? And there's nothing wrong with being useful to others, long as there's a reciprocal energy. I help people because I get a joy out of it for me. But it's not because it's some obligation to help people. Sometimes the best givers are those that are selfish. And because they're selfish, they value themselves. I'm not into altruism, period. I'm not into it. I'm into me giving. So maybe I'll go down and help the kids at the Boys and Girls Club because selfishly, I don't want them breaking into my windows at night if they become criminals and their development is not there. So maybe I give because I'm selfish. Call me whatever you want to call me, but at least I'm doing something. But at the end of the day, men have got to transition into that mindset. These Christian religious right people, forget it. You seen the Matt Walsh and all these people of the world? Man, all it takes is 1304 to fall off of OnlyFans and say she found Jesus. And again, a lot of these older women too are using Jesus and the religious backdoor to get them. What they're doing is manipulating. They're scammers. They're going to use Jesus to cover up the fact of those 380 bodies that they've consumed in their youth or the mistakes they've made in their youth. So, well, look, I've been born again, virgin. Jesus has cleansed me of the heavy pounding. And you, as a traditional righteous man, should accept this if you believe in God. And you should marry me because I've been celibate for 6 months and accept me as your wife. And you shall be with me and we shall live in this beautiful covenant of marriage, me and my 3 kids from 2 different men. Now, I'm not judging her, but hey, look, if some jellyback takes that deal, more power to her. Look, this is not a channel where I'm complaining or judging these women. My mentality is let these wild horses run free. I'm talking to men and getting out of that mindset, downgrading the new program of self-preservation mindset. Okay, nobody gives a rat's ass about nobody. I'm not talking about people love you. Look, I'm surrounded by people that love me and care about me. I'm talking about, in general, the mindset and mentality towards men. So if you're not proactive in taking care of your own life, if you're not proactive in doing things for yourself, or you don't recognize the game of people talking to you about or trying to make your life about everything that benefits them, about these one-sided contracts and whatever else, in relationships, or them trying to present you, modern, ran through, Xinyu women as something of a man should be aspiring to get his hands on. I mean, that's on you. If you don't upgrade your programming, upgrade your mentality, and live life. Get out here, enjoy, take care of yourself, take care of you. And that's the thing. I don't want people to be, I don't want brothers to be stuck every day. Some dude goes to TikTok and goes to Instagram and whatever else and get a bunch of videos of these insufferable broads, chicken heads, paste them together, make a video, and you sit there and be like, oh, these broads are going down, they're growing down. You don't understand. Good attention and bad attention is still attention. So after you've gotten that, dopamine rush of that revenge fantasy, them women go call some dude over there and he's going sack deep, pounding them out. Maybe I'm trying to get you to be that guy. Instead of the guy watching the video, the guy getting that call over there at night. At least he's getting emptied out and he's walking away with a smile. But at least you're that guy, and not the guy just sitting around like, yeah, these women are falling. Man, these women got a whole bunch of jellyback simps. They got the system. Now, they're not getting the outcomes that they want, but that's not even your business or your problem. Your problem and your business is your life, and you winning every day. When I get done making this video, you think I give a rat's ass about some chicken hands or some modern women? I'm about to hit the gym and get my day started. There's some things I want to buy on the New York Stock Exchange tomorrow, and I need to do some research. My mindset is not going to be on that. I got things to do, money to make, moves to make in life. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy the ladies, but I keep everything in perspective, and I understand life. Life is important. The world that you think this coming back is not coming back anytime soon in your life, 50 years out. Who has time to wait for that bullshit? Life happens every day, every moment. Today is the youngest you'll be for the rest of your life. Get out there, enjoy life, take care of yourself. Again, those are things that are most important in life. You're not going to change a damn thing, period. There's powers to be with corporations and government that profit of the environment the way it is. They're not going to let that just happen overnight. The church itself is compromised. I mean, what are you going to do with all these women that have mismanaged their youth and 304s and whatever? You're going to have to preach the prosperity gospel, and you're going to have to get somebody to marry them, because these dudes right now, the smart one, are just taking samples and keeping it moving, because they're not trying to be living with some insufferable covert feminists or get involved in certain situations. And I'm not talking about that. I always have to make exceptions for the 10% women my age that are widows or had certain situations happen in life, unforeseen circumstances in life. But the majority of situations are people that have women that have disrespected themselves out of relationship, mismanaged their youth, and are just insufferable to be around. Because men's needs are very simple. Men don't have no high level of needs. I mean, men are just very simple creatures, period. But this is the reality that men have to face in their life and understand. Nobody advocating for your ass. You're crazy. You're nuts. So you have to be proactive in establishing a life and be like resistance to shame and disrespect. Like people start shaming you, like, yeah, good. What do you want me to do for you? That's why you're shaming me, because you want me to do something that benefits you. You got to be unapologetic. You see, man, that's one thing I respect about, they have society backing them. Some of these women, like you see women like Oprah live her whole life, single, no kids, and do it. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not saying you shouldn't value family. I'm just saying make the deals that are best for you. But nobody tells Oprah who she should do and who she marry. Should she marry Stedman? Nah, they kick rocks. That's why when I saw the video make a video there by Keke Palmer saying, well, she don't want to live with him. So what? Nobody cares what she does, but she doesn't care what we think about what she does. That's the point. And I'm trying to get dudes to understand, you couldn't give a rat's ass what these people think about what you do. None of them give a rat's ass about you. If you down and out, ain't nobody going to give you, none of them are going to give you $1. So why are you sitting around worrying about what people who don't give a rat's ass about anything other than turning you into a disposable tampon and using your masculinity to benefit everybody around except you? Not that people shouldn't be active, not that people shouldn't be productive, not that you shouldn't be a person that adds value to the world, but it starts with you adding value to yourself first, and not just making yourself about everybody else. If you understand that old world is gone, you're not sitting around in any state of hoping, waiting for the ball to drop or a reset to happen. That ain't happening in your lifetime, man. For what? Anyhow, I'm talking too long in this video. I'm supposed to be 10-minute video, but I started doing more of these blogs. I'm about to hit the gym, get my day started. Busy day. Life continues, gentlemen. No one takes care of you like you. You keep yourself focused on doing things and managing your day in a way. Like I have multiple things that I manage today, that I do, that I live, that I continue to do in my life. And I keep myself busy and focused on life. And I appreciate the people around me that pour into me, and the people that I pour into myself. Again, I take care of those who take care of me. And that's just the way the circle of energy works. The life of a disposable tampon, I'll take a pass on that. Peace and blessings to you, brothers. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Well, there will be more blogs coming the way. And I really, like I said, I get some other things set up, but I'm so busy trying to restructure some things for 2026 and getting some things done, especially with investments. But anyhow, peace and blessings. Hit the like button. I'm out. I had to hit the gym.